Howdy, howdy, welcome back to episode 21 of our Seablock journey. If you remember in the last episode, we created this mega storage thing so that we can start automating all the crafting for everything. I did add a little to it since last time because I did some counting and I think we're going to need more assemblers. This may not even be enough, but it should be at least a pretty good start. So yeah. I'm going to get started with some of the basic stuff. So I think some of the things I'm first going to automate are power bowls. But yeah, that's the plan at least. So yeah. Oh, I also should note I am going to start automating stuff for railways because I think that is going to be a plan for the future, is trying to put stuff onto railroads or on trains. But yeah. I don't know if it'll be in this next kind of version of the base, but it'll definitely be coming soon, because that's something I need to work on in my Factorio gameplay, is using trains. I'm actually really bad at it, so yeah, I think I'm just going to start first off just getting pipes and stuff going. So I'm going to go there, and there, then we'll get there and there. Alright, pick up. Actually, I'm going to switch these around. There we go. And then we could just feed in. And then this guy is going to pick up from there. But yeah, and these guys should now be working. Yeah. I am going to set limits on these things for now. And it's something where probably it's worth it to go through and we can like upgrade certain ones. So like if we made this one a red one, we're getting a little faster, right? Which is probably better for us. So let's do that. And then this one here, what I'm going to do is basically anytime I do something like this, I'm going to look at what these things are used in. So you can see here, used in stone underground pipes and then electrolyzer 1. So what that tells me is that right here, I should be making electrolyzer 1. So yeah, so right here is where we're going to make electrolyzer 1s. That means right here we need to make iron rods. Let's see, iron rods, there we go. So let's get this set up here. Pick up there. Okay, so now this should be making everything for this guy. Yeah. So now we have these guys getting made. And then right here, I want to make the second electrolyzer. So we're going to get something set up like this to pick up there and drop there. So there we go. That's set up. And then right here, we're going to need to do brass pipe or bronze pipes. So let's get bronze pipe going here. And then pick up there. Okay, so now this guy should be making those. I think that, one sec, I'm going to go over here and grab some steel. So I think I want to make a bunch of these level 2 or level 3 inserters, just that, oh my gosh, not inserters, assembly machines, so that I can upgrade ones that are slow like this. So this one here was slow, so I'm gonna do that. Alright. And yeah, I am gonna go all the way up to the third tier of these buildings, so that means that this one right here is gonna be electrolyzer 3. So let's see, I'm gonna do the same thing I did here. Pick up there, drop there. Whoops. Drop that guy in. So now while this is crafting, we're going to be dropping it in here. Okay. Get those going. And then we need aluminum pipe here. Or sorry, brass pipe, right? Yeah, brass pipe here. So let's drop there, pick up there. Go like that, and then these pipe ones are just slower, so there we go. This guy will now be making our tier 3 electrolyzers. So now we got those going in, that's good. But yeah, that's all flowing now. So this is kind of just a sample of what we're doing. So that's one thing down. In my typical thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through everything that we use in here first. So that's why I have all these pipes getting made, and then I have our electrolyzers getting made so far. So although this isn't the blueprint we're actually going to use in the end, it'll be nice to just look at to see what we need everything of. So you need assemblers, liquefiers, we need a bunch of stuff, right? So I think I'm going to get started with the algae farms next. I think that is a good place to start. So let's go here. Actually, let's look at these further recipes. Okay, so pipes and all of them, right? In fact, it's pretty much this guy's sequence here. So let's see. It's pretty much this, right? Except I need another step there. Oh, never mind. So it's not like that. But it's very close. So it's really like this. Oops, this guy is not that. And then we want one of these guys here, and this is getting changed to iron pipes, I think, right? So now we set this one to this guy, iron rods, good, and we set this guy to this one, which is iron pipes, good. We set this one to here, which is bronze pipes, which is this, good. And then we set this one here to this one, which is brass pipes, good. All right, cool. So yeah, whoops, it looks like for this one, because where those power poles are, I'll have to do this on this side. That's okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's make sure all of these guys are feeding in the stuff that they need, and then we'll just go like this for these guys. Whoops. There we go. So now we're making the tier 3 algae farms. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it looks like stone is what we're all weak link on right now. We may have to go through and make that a little more robust, but yeah, now aluminum. Yeah, I don't know. I really need to change these, I think. But it's so much faster when you actually get them working. I don't know. We'll see. What I may do is just set like one of these on each of these guys to be, yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll set one of these guys to be it. We'll have the majority be the other ones, but if we set one of these each to this, I think that, what's it called? It'll be faster in the long run. Because now we're not bogged down by the fact that if we're waiting on one specific resource, you know, we can at least pass it all through now. Yeah, I think that's better. So then we're not nearly as slowed down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, looking back over here, I guess next thing to work on would be like the simple things like flare sacks, clarifiers, hydro plants. Okay. Nah, who am I kidding? Those we already have over there. So worst case scenario, those we take from over there. So I'm gonna work on these guys next. Okay. So I think we're gonna go up to red. I don't think we're gonna go up to blue. Because, I mean, I guess we could. I don't think that's too much more. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. But yeah, for the time being, we can get started here. Oh wait, whoops, this is not supposed to be that. This is supposed to be iron gears, and then this guy here will be yellow. So let's see, there. This guy needs to go there and there. It is going to drop like that, and then pick up there. Okay, drop like that, pick up there. And these guys need to do this, so pick up there, drop there. Yeah. Okay, so we've done that, and now we need to go, let's see. So we would need steel gears here. Let's see, what goes into making the ball bearing? So you make the bearing first, and then the, okay. So there's a chance we can still do this. So let's go steel gear here, and this would be red inserter, right? Or red assembler. Okay, pick up there, drop there. And then we need to get this guy set up like this. Okay, so now we are making red. And then if I wanted to do blue here, I would need to do steel bearing here. Which would mean, steel bearing here, which means steel ball bearing there. And I need more assemblers. So let's do that. Drop there, pick up there. Drop there, pick up there. Do this. Drop, pick up. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. This doesn't even work how I want it to. This one needs to now be the brass gear. Oh my gosh, man. Drop there, pick up there. Okay. Drop there, pick up there. Put those in, put those in. Okay, and let's do that. Okay, and then there. Alright, so we're now making these guys. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll drop that there then. I didn't realize that was outside of logistics range. I guess it is. Okay. Oh. No longer. Alright. So we've done that. Yeah. From there, I think a good next thing to work on would be liquefiers. So yeah, I'll get started on that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll get started on those. I was gonna say it may be worth it to start doing what's it called? Oh, what? This uses those. Oh, iron underground. I see. So we'll have to do it here. Do these also require undergrounds? No, they don't. Okay. That's confusing, but whatever. So drop there, pick up there. Same thing here. Let's get these set up. Okay. There we go. Liquefier here for tier 2. Alright, so that means we need bronze pipe here. Alright, let's just copy this guy to here. And there we go. go. So now this guy should be good, right? No, whoops. Picked up from the wrong spot. There we go. So now this guy's good. Now we want to do tier 3 liquefier here. Okay, so we want brass pipe here. Did I limit this? No, I didn't. Okay, let's do that. That was a close one. Okay. Out of inserters already, great. Yeah, let's grab that. I'm gonna just go grab a bunch from our, what's it called? From our other area, so that we just have, you know, a bunch. There we go. Cap that off as well. Yeah, so stone looks like it's what's holding us up. So I think we can take a small break from setting up recipes and then go try to make that a little more robust. I wonder what's holding us up here. So it's not the stone. It's our furnaces. I see. So let's get a bunch more furnaces if we can. I don't have the stone for it. That's no problem because we have it here apparently. Okay, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 furnaces. Okay, let's get these guys set up like this. Okay, I can't put one there. Okay, and then we're gonna go here, pick up there, drop there, okay. Then you're gonna drop there. Okay, cool. And then we're just gonna copy paste this. Alright, and then we need charcoal. We'll just split this guy. Oh no, I'm out of belt. Dang. Okay. Guess I'll go get more of that. Alright, there we go. There we go. This also looks like an excellent opportunity to upgrade these guys. So let's get some iron here. I'll just grab a bunch of this thing. I didn't want to do that. And some steel. There we go. So now we're waiting on these crushers. Let's see. Would I have the stuff to upgrade these crushers if I picked them up? No. But I could get that stuff pretty easily since we have clay bricks here. Okay, so if I'm upgrading 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. So now, we should be, yeah, we're outputting way more. Good stuff. Okay. But that'll make it so that that is way faster. I'm happy with that. Okay. Look at that. And everything else is going. And it's so cool. Okay, maybe what I do is I set 2 of these to be it. I think 1 was not the right balance. So if I do 2, then basically my hope is that the large ones, or these like middle ones here, can handle a lot of the big items that we need, versus this will help kind of filter in a little bit of everything as we go. But yeah, that's the hope with this. Okay. So I mean, that's pretty good. We're creating a bunch of these guys. Yeah, alright. Guess we're moving on to the next thing, right? I should probably do inserters. That's probably what I should do. Oh, this one's gonna be a little weird to set up, isn't it? Yeah, this one may be a little weird to set up. Uh-huh. Actually, it may not be too bad. Actually, yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, I may have to do something weird. Yeah, I may have to do something weird. Yeah, there's ways I could have made this more compact. Now that I'm thinking about it, what I could have done is basically had one of these guys feed into here, and then I wouldn't have needed 2 of them. I guess that's hindsight, right? Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So moving on, let's go to do hydro plants next. Yeah, okay. So hydro plant there. Iron pipe there. Oops, wrong place. There we go. So that guy should be good now. And then we want hydro plant 2 here. Oh, wait, oops, and we want to upgrade this guy. Right? I need more of these. Let's see. And the liquefiers are going at an okay rate. So, I mean, I don't think that one needs upgrading. Man, what am I missing now? Steel. What am I missing now? I'm missing red circuits? No, I'm missing iron. Embarrassing. Alright, there we go. So now we can upgrade these guys. Okay. And this one will be tier 3 hydro plant. Steel pipe. Okay, that's different. It's usually bronze. That's what I did. Okay. Okay, and we want to drop there, pick up there. There we go. Copy that guy there. Copy that guy there. And then this guy is making, let's see, brass pipe. Alright. There we go. This guy is now filling up. There we go. Alright, so hydro plant is done. That's good stuff. Okay, so we're looking through here still. Looks like chemical plants. And then, yeah, chemical plants, and then those filtration units, or whatever they're called. But let's do chemical plant first. So, iron pipe and gears. Oh, shoot. Okay, this one's going to be a little more difficult for me, I think. So, route. So, we have this guy here. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see, because we're basically going to have to space them out like this, right? We're going to have to, oh wait, no, not even that. We have to have two in between. So how can I get an assembler, or sorry, if I do that, does that work? No. So, let's see. I'm probably going to have to do something where I drop it into a chest like this, and then pick it up from the chest, and then just limit the chest to one spot. That's probably what I'll have to do. So let's see here. So if I go like this. Yeah, okay, and I go like this. Does that work? Yeah, okay. So that's what we're gonna have to do. And we want to limit this to one spot. Oh wait, I could just get rid of the chest, right? And then these guys will just, I think that'll work. Okay, this guy is doing iron gears. Right, and then this guy is doing iron pipe, right? Okay, there we go. And then does this guy get it? Yes, he does. Okay, cool. So steel pipe and then steel gears. Or wait, well, so I'll keep it matching. Steel gear and then steel pipe. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now this guy should be crafting. No? Does it not want steel pipes? It doesn't. It wants bronze pipes, I see. Okay, well, we got a bunch of steel pipes now. We're using these somewhere, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we've done that, and now what we do is we copy this here. Alright, there we go. And then this guy will be chemical plant 3s. There we go. Get gears in here. We want brass gears here, and then we want brass pipes here. Just gonna copy that. And then drop that there. Okay. So now, this guy should be making a brass. Alright, there we go. I capped these. Nope, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. Oh, well, this is backing up. That's kind of crazy. Okay, drop there, pick up there. There we go. So now, this should not be, the belt shouldn't be filling up because we've just doubled it. Which should be good because it'll mean things will get in here faster now. Okay. So then I guess the next thing would be to make these filtration units. Alright. Okay, so we've done that, and then here we want to have this guy, and we want brass pipe. There we go. Get these guys upgraded. Probably gonna upgrade these guys as well. Make sure we are producing relatively fast. Alright, cool. I could be upgrading these to blue, but do I really need to? So yeah, our iron flows holding us up. I mean, a bunch of things are holding us up. If you look at the trickle in of resources, it's not the most, impressive thing. Concrete's holding us up, it looks like. Yeah, we're just throttled by those mixers. Okay. Okay, so we've done that. Now, we need to do hydro plants. Oh, no, we did hydro plants. So, of all the things that can actually be leveled up, I mean, we did everything, I think, here. So, I guess the real thing we would do over here is... Oh, I deleted this. Oh, no. Alright, so if we do that, that's good. Oh man, I need to fit it like right here. Oh wait, actually, there's these guys. These aren't bad. So if we do this, we can drop this guy here. And then also up here. There we go. And those are in the logistics area. That's not bad. So in general, I wouldn't want to use these, but yeah. Okay. What else was it? Oh, it was like, yes, the furnace. I don't really care to use. Down here. Oh, man. Okay, wait, actually not the furnace, because I'll be making those into electric furnaces, won't I? So... yeah. So maybe that's the next thing we add is making electric furnaces. Oh, wait, these don't even require the previous furnaces. I can just make these here. Huh. I don't know why I thought they would require the other furnaces. Well, I'm not gonna complain. That's not bad at all. Okay. So we've done that. So now besides like inserters, power poles, and then belt, I think that's everything. Yeah, so maybe I'll start working on belts and power poles next. To be fair, I think that I'm just going to be using these medium electric poles and maybe some substations. So I think that's what I'll do is I'll set these guys up. Need iron rods here. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna cap that guy. Oh no. There we go. I am going to cap this guy. I don't think I need that many substitutions. I should cap this guy as well. Did I cap this one as well? No. I should. Make sure all these guys are capped, yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's pretty good. Okay, who am I kidding? I should cap this guy. Why not? Okay. There we go. Next, I said was going to be belts and all that. So let's get started on that, I guess, then. Alright, so we go there. We go iron gear here. Alright, so we've done that. Let's see. Man. Okay, this will be kind of weird to have to do, I think. If we want to do splitters, which we do. Let's see here. So let's do underground there. Actually, well, what we should do is splitter here. Underground here. That's what we should do. And then we do that. Oh, I'm going to get away with 2 and 2. Okay, so now this guy's going. This guy needs... Oh, he needs copper wire, too. Oh my gosh, man. He is needy. Alright, pick up and drop. And then this guy will make copper wire. Okay, there we go. So that is all of them. Alright, let's cap these guys off there. So we are making those. Okay, and what we'll do is, let's see. I think there's a way that we can get away with doing the same thing down here. So we make that. All of these require iron gears. Okay. So I guess what we do is we make this gears here, this belt, this undergrounds, and then this splitters. Okay, and then make this also gears. Actually, I don't know if I need to do that. We'll see. All of these require gears, so I probably will. But okay, and then what did I do over here? Let's get this guy going. Okay, that works there. Okay, this guy's gonna pick up there. Okay, and then what we do is this guy gets hooked up there, this guy gets hooked up there, and then, whoops, wait, no, whoops, uh-oh. These guys, there we go, so the filter inserters for that, and we want to add to this constant combinator here, we want to add belt 100, and then splitters like 50, I think is their stack size. So we do that, and then we can make sure that these guys are wired to it. Okay, and then here we do set filters. Okay, and then it should be that they'll fill this up whenever they get the chance. Okay, so now that we have that, we can pull the belts from there. Oh shoot. Oh, let's see. Drop tile there, pick up there. No, pick up there. Okay, there we go. And now we can get splitters in there. Okay, and then we're going to do a similar thing with the that. So it is going to be attached here. It's going to be set filters. Okay, and then this we add that guy, and we're going to add 50 there. So now we'll have 50 here. So once this guy makes enough, it should be putting some in here, which then get fed into here. Yes, yes, perfect. Okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. I can make up to red belts, right? Let's see. Red belts require steel gears. Steel gears, yeah, okay. So I guess I would be curious by, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I don't have room on this constant combinator to add more spots. I'd have to add 3. So we may have to get another constant combinator here and wire this one up as well to there. And this guy would have these guys, so 100, 50, and then 50. So it would have these guys set up like that. And then I guess we would do something like this. Drop there, pick up there. Or whoops, pick up there. So then these 3 would be that. So we would do that, that, and then that. Okay. And then we would do filter inserters there, and then also, whoops. Oh, see, that's a problem now, though. Oops, pick up there, drop there. See, now we're taking up so many of the slots on here, which I don't like. So I think I need to come up with a new way of doing this. Yeah, I'm okay with taking up 2 slots, but not, oh, am I though? Not really. Okay, so I don't want to do that. How do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna have to do like their own thing for these. I'm not too sure how to do this. Let's see. 1, 2, so there. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. So essentially, I do want these here. Huh. I guess I could do my own set of these guys. I guess that's what I have to do. So we'll set this up with red. Let's get filter inserter set up there and there. Let's see, pick up there, drop there. Whoops, what did I just do? Pick up there, drop there. Yeah, okay. Alright. There we go, and then there we go. Oh wait, whoops, I don't need to do that much. There we go. So that's good. So that will be, all of these are getting picked up from there, and then, yeah. Okay, so now that we have that going, I will wire all of these guys up with red wire. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. There. These guys, it's gonna be set filters. Okay, and then what we want to do is, oh wait, whoops. I'm gonna have to think about this. Oh, well, that just means I route this also onto those, right? So I do red to red to there, right? And now these guys, oh no, why is that? What did I just do? Oh no, whoops, how do I forgot how I remove the wires. Oh, well, that will work. Okay, so then I do, okay, I need to get rid of these guys. Wire, whoops, drop there. Okay, and then pick up there, drop there. Yeah, okay. And then we want red wire. There. Okay, set filters. Okay, now that we've done that, we want to connect this guy to this. Okay, and then we're going to copy that over. And then we want to do red wire from here to these guys. Okay, and then we also want to do red wire out to those guys. Okay, and now when we add in here 100, 50, and 50. Yes, okay, cool. So these guys are now doing that. So that's what we'll have to do whenever we do that is make two of these lines is what we'll have to do. Okay, there we go. So these guys are producing. That's good. So now we'll do a similar thing here. But we can do this one down here, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We are running this guy into here. And we're going to copy that. So this guy is -1 times what's in there. Good stuff. We're going to put that on there, and we're going to put this on here. This guy is going to have 150 and 50. Oh wait, actually, is that all I needed? If I go red wire from here, there, and these guys are set filters. Oh, wait, what? Okay. I didn't even need to add the other one in there. I didn't think about that because those signals are negative. I think it's fine. So we'll never get the other stuff added to the filter because we're never going to have a negative amount in here. So we're never going to have a negative amount. Like, you can't have a negative amount of items. So because you can't have a negative amount of items, it's never going to be positive, so it's never going to get added to the filter. There we go. That's the answer. Alright. So now these guys are getting those, so that's good. We're going to change this to steel gears. Well, I should also do this. Actually, yeah. Okay, pick up there. Drop there, pick up there. Okay, pick up there. Drop there, pick up there. Let's make these guys fast ones. Because, yeah. There we go. Drop that there. And then that is as far as I'm going, right? So cap these guys off. Whoops. And then we want that. There we go. So now these guys should all produce once we have extras, but I mean, obviously this is going to take a while, right? Cool. So we have all the way up to red belt. I guess another thing for me to start working on now is assemblers, or not assemblers, inserters. Oh my gosh, words did not cooperate with me there. Let's see. Yeah, so the only thing that I need to add to get tier 2 bots would be invar. For where was it? Oh, that's just for the RoboPort, isn't it? I don't think I need invar for the actual thing. Oh, wait, what? The actual bots themselves don't require invar, it looks like. It's just the RoboPort. So I can just do tier 1 RoboPorts with tier 2 bots. And then it would be fine. Oh, okay. That's a consideration. I should look into that. So what? It would be getting those also to be making these, right? So I'd have to get rid of 2 more of those to be making these guys as well. Then I would need it routed out. Honestly, not a horrible idea. So let's do that. Upgrade those. There we go. So that means that these 2 here could be doing something else. Oh no. Well, so these guys could be doing these construction robot brain 2 and then logistics robot brain 2. They could be doing this. So if we do that, these guys could be making these, so that's not hard. So we have that done. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but I think that's probably a pretty good final task for this episode, is to try to figure out how to do these tier 2 robots. So down here, we need to make a tier 2 flying frame. So we would need aluminum and advanced circuits instead of steel and oh my gosh, my brain is not working here. Drop tile there. So this guy is flying frame 2. There we go. So now we have batteries in that. We would just need red circuits to come in here, and then also aluminum. Best way to get those guys here? Sure. Best way for this would be splitting and then, yeah, putting it into a splitter and then bringing it over, right? So, let's get a splitter from up here. May as well just grab a stack. This is actually like insanely easy to make these guys. I was like for sure thinking it would be harder than it is. Okay, so now we'll get this guy going. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Get this guy going like that. There we go. Do that. Okay, now we need aluminum. So, where is the best place to route that out? If I could get it here, that would be kind of nice, right? That would be kind of nice. Just get it through here and then up there. That's not looking like it's going to work, so the big thing is we need a gap big enough for that, right? So, maybe I do that. Oh, whoops, we need this guy. And then we try to get it through here. So what? That would be, working backwards, we would need one here. Yeah. So that means that we need to go like this. Let's just do that. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so now we're making those flying frames. Okay. So my plan is to just drop them onto this, drop them onto that. There we go. So then we'll have those guys coming up here. So we'll have the blue flying frames here. Man, so I need to make some room, clearly. So from here, I guess my plan would be to get the brains up to replace this, and then move this clarifier somewhere out of the way. Like here. Yeah. So do that. This guy will empty all of those, and then, in theory, I hope we can remove this guy without repercussion. Looks like it. We won't have logistics in this area. Oh no, we can't remove this guy without repercussion. Dang it. There we go. Now we're fine, right? Yeah, we're fine. So now down here we could do 1, 2. Okay, and then we would do blue logistic bot there. And we would do blue construction bot there. So then we would continue this out to here. Delete those, we no longer need those. We'll go like that. Okay, and then we would need the brains and the tools. So the brains we're already crafting. We just need to figure out a way to get them out of here. And it looks like we could just do something like this. I'm gonna go grab more of these guys. Actually, I want to be using the yellow down here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I can do yellow here, right? Oh wait, no, I can't. Not how I want, at least. But you know what I could do? I do the red. No, I'll just use these. Who am I kidding? I'm trying to get fancy for no reason. Okay, so yeah, we'll go like this. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so now we need to get the brains onto here. So if we do that, that'll get some of them. So yeah, that'll get the construction brains. And then we want to get, let's see, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I move this guy to here and then do this guy here, you're gonna pick up there, drop there. We should now be getting those guys here. Alright. There we go. So these guys now just need the tools, which I haven't looked into how we make. It's just brass, steel, and aluminum. Okay. We're making those here. Aluminum and brass. Where's steel? Steel's there. Oh, dang. You know, I think we can make something work here that's kind of interesting. I think we can. We'll see. Whoops, I disconnected that guy. Not what I meant to do. Okay, so let's see, we need brass, steel, and aluminum, right? So these are going to be the two that we use to craft the tools. So brass gears and aluminum plates for both, and then steel bearings for that. Okay, so, whoops. So if we go like that, so we can make one of the things here, then we're gonna have to make, yeah, okay, never mind. My idea did not work how I thought it was gonna maybe work. Disappointing. That's okay, we'll figure it out. So the problem is I will be missing steel bearings here. Yeah, steel bearings is what I would be missing here, because I think it's easiest to do the brass plates right here. So we do that. Pick up there. Pick up there. Okay, so if we do this and then drop there, pick up there, does that work? Yeah. Pick up there, drop there. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Pick up there, drop there. Okay. So there we go. So these guys now just need steel bearings, which I think we'll have to make and then bring here. Okay. So realistically, I want to make this work up here, probably. Now the real question is, in one of these small assemblers, can I make bearings? No, I can't. Okay. Okay. Let's replace all this. Oops, 3 and 3 is what I want. Okay, if I do that, then, whoops, that. Okay, let's drop that there. Okay, so now what we'll do is, this guy will go here, and then this guy will go here. We will have inserters. One will go like this, pick up there. Then this will be making ball bearings. This guy will be making the bearings themselves. And we want to go drop there, pick up there. Okay. And then we want, oh, I can't do that, can I? Let's get this guy here. And drop that there. Okay, and we want this, pick up there. Okay. So now we have this coming in. And now we need to get them here somehow. Let's see. So, yeah, this is not very well planned out by me. But we have them there. We can get them here, we're good, right? So I think what that means is I may have to use my first red undergrounds. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Hopefully we can make this work. So a length of 7 versus a length of 5, so that's good. So if I did this, no, it's off by a bit, okay. So if I did this, I could do this pretty easily. Yeah. In fact, I could do this. So I don't even need to use this, it looks like. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Is this max gap? It is. Okay. Oh, well, there's an easy answer to that. And it's just that. Okay, well, I guess we're going back here to put this in. To here. Okay, there we go. Let's get that going. Okay, so now I need to get this here. We can do this. Oh, like, that is something we can do, right? And then... From there, what am I doing, though? Haven't thought that far ahead, have I? Okay, wait. This may be the stupidest thing ever, but I can do this. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, man. I can do that, though. Okay, wait. And now I do this. Okay, wait, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're approaching a solution. Okay, get this there. Okay, this drops there, picks up there. Okay, cool. So now we just need to get them to here. Alright, so let's see. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that means all we need to do is this, and then we're going to drop there, pick up there, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay. So now we're making these. Now we need to get them out. Another task. So let's see. That works, but now I don't have an assembler or an inserter feeding that, so I'll have to go like this. Drop there. Nope, not that. Oops. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Pick up from there. Okay. Now where is this going? Even better question. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So it's going like that. So let's see. I think I can do this then, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. Nope. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then get some assemblers going. Okay, drop those in there. Now we're crafting them, right? Oh, whoops, this guy's got the wrong thing in his hand. There we go. So we're crafting these guys now. That's nice. Alright, there we go. We are now crafting blue bots. Woohoo! Yeah, I think that's a pretty good progress for this episode, honestly. We've made tons of stuff. You know, I think this is a pretty good space for us to be in. Obviously, there's quite a few more recipes for us to need to make. Like, we need to make all the inserters, and we have way more buildings we need to make, right? We need to automate, let's see, let's walk through some of the other things we need. We need all of the stuff for our turbines. We need all of these stuff for our ore processing. We need all of these. We need all of this stuff for actually casting or like melting the ores, and we need all the stuff for casting it. We need all these washing plants and then the electric boilers and the salination plant. We need all of that. We need, let's see, this one's mostly done. We need air filtration. We need advanced chemical plants. We need these gas refining stuff. Here is pretty much not really important. We have everything automated that we use over in the other thing. So yeah. Let's see. We need to do seed generators and arboretums. We need to do farms, seed extractors, all of this stuff. We need to do aquariums, all of this stuff for modules later. So, although it looks like we got a good chunk done, we have a lot more to go. Also, I will say probably the majority of our base is going to be made out of this stuff. So there are tiers after this, right? There's like purple and even some that are green. So if we go through looking at this, right, like there's these tier 4 ones. Yeah, there's these tier 4 ones that we'll have to use for some things, right? But for the most part, we can get away with... for the most part, we're going to have to do tier 4 for these sorting facilities, at least. That's probably... the only ones we'll have to do tier 4 for, and then eventually we'll have to do tier 5 for tungsten and platinum, but yeah, eventually we'll have to do tier 5, but those, I think, will have their own tier 5 things. It's not going to necessarily be something where I need to mass produce tons of it, versus, you know, to actually get to this point, I'm going to have to make tons of materials, right? So... all of this, the main goal of it is to get me to the point where I have those things made. They're not necessarily, or I guess I should say, this is not like our in-game solution. And, you know, when we make our final base, we're probably not going to use this stuff here. We're going to have our own actual bot mall setup that'll actually, you know, be good. Because this isn't super efficient. It's not fast. Getting a bunch of bots going would just be faster once we have requester chests going. But since we don't have that, this is kind of what we got to do. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Sorry this was a longer one. I wanted to get the bots done at the end there so that I can just let this run in the background while I do some other work and have those producing. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.